What is going on, guys? Eric here, back with another video. And in today's video, I will be discussing my top 10 things, my favorite things in my whole retro collection, which is like the BB guns, the figures, all that. So let's get into that. Number 10 is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan Game Boy game. This game used to be one of the cheapest Game Boy games. For what it was, usually it would span $8 to $10. I believe it's now a $15 to $20 game, even more. But this is actually one of my all-time favorite games of all time. It was my second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. And this game is really fun. It's not as hard as the other ones. Really fun. You get like 4 lives. Not to add that the art on here is absolutely amazing. Yeah, this is the only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that I have. There is 2 more that I would like to get, but they are actually kind of rare and expensive. So yeah, we have Kermit. Kermit is by far one of my favorite display pieces. I got this guy for $1 at one of my local toy stores. Yeah, I just kind of display him. I've never had a Kermit figure. He looks very nice, very clean. He's pretty old. I believe this one is from 80s or 70s. Very cool display piece, very cheap. Up is a glowworm. If you don't know what these are, these came out in the mid-80s. If you don't know what an original glowworm original glowworm was this like pillow stuffed animal thing that would glow stuff, looked really cool. I will put a picture up on that. But they did release figures, and these do glow. They did release figures of glowworms. They released play sets, and I believe there was even vehicles, and there might have even been a show. These ones are quite expensive. They can go from $10 to $12 each. I got this for about $12, and it's been in my collection ever since, for about 2 years. Next up is this guy. I paid $10 for him, and I know nothing about him. So he could be a holy grail. There is absolute nothing on him on the internet. I don't know where he comes from. He don't have really anything minus 1982, and that's about it. He's very doofy looking, and I like it. He's one of my favorite display pieces. We got the Commander from Bucky O'Hare. Bucky O'Hare was a show, and it is an arcade game, and it's also an NES game, but there is also a toy line, and he is in the toy line. He's also a character in the show. I have built up a small Bucky O'Hare collection. I haven't really found any in a while. This guy is one of the harder ones to get, more expensive too, so the fact that I found him for about $5, I believe, with his gun was really nice. He's in very nice condition. He's probably my favorite figure in the whole Bucky O'Hare line. So next up, we have a Guts figure. If you don't know what Guts is, they were essentially the soldiers of like the muscle figures, and Guts came out, and usually they were in 3 or 6 packs, and they were small figures like this. They were very cheap. They were affordable. There was many different line of Guts. There was the scuba divers, the ninjas, the green berets, the jungle fighters. There's all these lines of Guts, and Guts is by far one of the most like lesser known figures. They're also they're in the middle between cheap and expensive. This guy though, I found him at a yard sale for 50 cents, and I never actually picked him up. And for about 5 years, I've been looking for the same figure, and recently I was able to find him for $3. Should have bought him for 50 cents when I could have found this guy for $3 at a toy show. So yeah, it now stands in the Guts collection. We have Bandito Michelangelo. This is by far one of my favorite turtle figures of all time. The detail in him is very nice, very cool. This is one of the more rare figures as well. Semi-expensive. You don't really see this guy out in the wild or loose. I was able to find him and track him down He has very nice detail, very detailed. He has cool boots. He's got the whole thing going on here with the pants. He's a bandito. He originally came with a rifle, I believe, and a little pet that some of these turtles would come with. Very cool figure. A throwback to about 4 years ago, I got this guy. It is one of my most favorite Street Sharks. It is the first Street Shark I ever purchased. Really cool. I liked him because of his boxing gloves, and I still display him. He is coming apart a little bit, but that is no biggie because I don't do anything with him. He just sits here and stays displayed. This guy is a rather expensive figure. Little hard to find, not too hard to find though if you look in the right places. He originally did come with a clear mouth guard, but yeah, he still stands around and he's still one of my favorite figures. Secondly is my Game Boy Advance SP. This thing has gone with me everywhere. It has gone on trips. It has gone everywhere. I used to play on this before I got my 2DS or Nintendo Switch. I have sweated out all this. And yeah, I would play all my games on here. I would get games specifically for it. When I was looking for a new game, I still have the charger and stuff. This thing has been with me for more than 10 years. I don't take it out as much. I do have a newer one, but this thing, yeah, it's really important to me, and that it stays alive. So I don't really let anyone touch it. It's a very vaulted thing, and I actually hide it. So yeah, it has done me well. I highly recommend buying a Game Boy Advance SP. My Daisy Model Winchester 1980 or 1884. This thing is just really cool to look at. I don't like shooting it, but all its mechanics, from being able to push the lever like this to just the whole mold of it, is really cool. It's got the ring as well. This is mildly expensive, but yeah, I really love this. I love looking at it. It's one of my coolest pieces in my collection. So guys, that was a shorter video today. I do plan on making a video about all my Game Boy games. That one is going to take time and work though, because I need to show like visuals for each game. So that one's gonna take a while, and it may not come for a while, but I do plan on keep on filming about my collection and show off the new pieces and stuff. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time.